All right, welcome to the sixth round of the Standard Hoaglandia Open. Here with myself and Matt Bamonte. We're going to be watching some Esper Hero versus some Temur Reclamation here today. Looking forward to watching these players play some Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Again, the Team of Rec is like one of the more, the better decks in the format. So no shock to see it here in round number six. But I don't know the deck's necessarily exploitable. It has some holes, but it's definitely strong all around.
Yep. Notable too that these players, while still alive to win the event, they are not are undefeated players. They each have one match loss. This is a double elimination tournament. It's worth noting.
Yep,
I don't
back
think
up against the wall.
going into this round, neither of these players had. Going into this round, we didn't have any Team Reclamation in our undefeated players list.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Again, the players that aren't undefeated, their backs up against the wall. Got to win out the rest of the day, next several rounds. So,
all right, Coco Bay on Esper Hero here versus Sideboarding on Team Rec.
All right, here we go.
All right, Team Rec is on the play. It looks like.
Okay. Yeah, Coco Bay's opening hands probably need Thought Erasure to be like stone keepable on 7. Although Teferi's definitely very good here as well.
Yep. Teferi very good. Worth noting that this hand doesn't have a ton of pressure in it, but maybe Teferi is enough to keep. Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably in
it. pretty good start for our Team Reclamation player here on the top. They're going to get to a Growth Spiral on 2, into Wilderness Reclamation on 3, into Chemist's Insight. Honestly, probably one of their better starts in this matchup.
Yeah, the draw step there for the hero deck was not particularly good either.
Yep, and that's one of the things we talk about with these matchups. Is one of the reasons why the Reclamation deck is good is they gain some virtual card advantage here because of cards like Dire Tactics. While they'll have some text against Uro eventually, they largely are blanks in the crucial turns of these games.
Yeah. See, Suitor's going to go ahead and fire this Reclamation off with no fear probably, so not a bad start.
Yep, again here, the Reclamation just curving out perfectly with the Chemist's Insights inside of their hand here. Lets them basically use 8 mana on turn 4. Whenever you're able to leverage that double mana from Reclamation, you usually end up pretty far ahead.
Yeah, D-Spark's quite good here.
D-Spark was a very good pickup, getting to kind of nip that double mana in the bud. Only got to use it for a single turn.
Yeah, big fan of that. Chemist's Insight's interesting. I know a lot of people are kind of off this card. But it seems okay in these decks. Yeah, they draw a lot of lands.
In explicitly the Reclamation decks, Chemist's Insight seems very serviceable because of what we saw there, right? Where you can use your mana twice very easily on turn 4.
Yep.
Second, D-Spark, an excellent draw. Love the sequencing here from Coco Bay with the declining to play Teferi because they can play a 5 mana spell this turn, the next turn they can play 3/2 potentially.
Yep, I'm totally into this. It's pretty nice. Again, you want to play around things like Mystical Dispute. You want to get your worst cards Mystical Disputed if possible. And Atris is pretty much a must answer anyways, though.
Yeah, it applies pressure. It's going to draw some more cards. Notably, the Atris being in the bin isn't stone cold the worst, just because the Elspeth Conquers Death is going to be able to bring that back at some point, most likely.
Yep. Comes Uro down for Suitor.
Interesting that we didn't see our Team Reclamation player flashback Chemist's Insight last turn when they had 4 available, right?
Yeah, man, this is quite a beating. There's a negate.
So yeah, you get to lead on Thought Erasure here. Get negated and then play. Oh no.
The wrong chart.
Oh no. No.
Oof.
Yikes. The old expansion your discard spell, take your hate piece.
That is quite good. That is the hidden mode on explosion.
And Sudapur's hand isn't very good right now, but they have an Uro and a Chemist's Insight, right?
Yeah.
And while the Uro is kind of just going to die, it's going to replace itself before it dies, right? It's going to draw another card.
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. Man, that was a beating. Gonna go nothing here?
So
strand all these.
really, really disciplined by Sudipur there, holding on to this Scorching Dragonfire, so that way a threat like Hero, if it pops up here like we just saw from Coco Bay, they can take it off the board. The no land play there with Chemister's Insight probably means they're bidding into Chemister's Insight. Love the Naked Conqueror's Death here.
Gotta do it.
Conqueror's Death. This is the 3/2 in his graveyard on Suspend 2.
Yep. Yeah, it's you know, it's not like the sexiest line ever, but it's effective, and it's gonna make, you know, Suitor's gonna have like a clock going eventually here. So.
Yep. And with the D-Spark and Dire Tactics in hand, especially, I like playing out the Conqueror's Death very proactively.
Yep.
You're gonna get going with it regardless. You have other answers for their things.
That did take up to 3. Yeah, it did. Just another Teferi answer. Yes,
and now this Mystic Dispute is very good because, like, if you're Coco Bay, you kind of want to go Hero into D-Spark this Reclamation, and then your D-Spark gets tagged by this Dispute.
Oh, it feels so bad.
Because, like, this is the play I want to make if I'm Coco Bay 100% of the time, but you're not happy about it.
Are they gonna let it ride? Okay.
Oh, look at this. They can't dispute because it costs 5.
Wow.
Super heads up play from Coco Bay here.
That's pretty good.
Just leveraging that 2 extra mana on the Conqueror's Death chapter to play around a Mystic Dispute here.
Okay. Yeah, because they knew about the Scorching.
They knew about the Scorching Dragonfire and assumed that, like, hey, this is happening at end of turn, so I'm going to get to pull the trigger in response.
Very strong. Yeah, this is going to be quite obnoxious here. This Earl's coming back into play. They're through 2 Reclamations already, though?
Yeah, and I mean, like, and the Uro's not a big deal, right? Like, you've got Dire Tactics. Like, this Uro is just, like, gain 3 life cantrip.
Yeah.
And, I mean, ideally, this Atris is going to propel Coco Bay into some more gas to, like, really start to pressure and close this game out.
Yeah. Huh. Is Atris... Yeah, Atris is going to be pretty good. Again, not casting Atris is a big deal.
Yep.
Okay. Blaststone's on 4 here.
I believe the Blaststone's on 4. Yep. So it's going to kill the Atris, but the Atris is going to get to draw a card, so I think that's fine. Yeah, and I like getting this rather than the Teferi. Like, you'd much rather propel yourself into more cards, and this makes it more likely that you're going to be able to do that.
Yep.
So you get to see the decision-making process here. And remember, Atris bins the other cards here, so, like...
Boy. All 3 of those are heaters, though.
Yep. I mean, the Thought Erasure is whatever.
It still makes you a guy with the Hero, which is pretty good. So, like, I think it's fine. And it gets a Surveil. Like, you can do everything this turn. It's fine.
I like the conservative play there, just, like, guaranteeing your...
They actually get to do everything. Dire Tactics, and they get to...
I think you're supposed to dispute the Hero
first.
I think you're supposed to dispute the Hero there.
Yeah, that's probably
if you're on Sudibur's side, because then they have to choose either let the Hero get countered or let you draw a card with Uro.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, they get to make a guy. They get Tactics this. Honestly, like outside of an explosion here, they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I agree. Unless their literal best card comes off the top for Sudipur, the Hero deck is, and the Hero deck has a reasonable clock in play here too now, right? Like we've got 6-9 power, we got 3-turn clock.
Atris is probably dead this turn here.
Oh, that's true. There's the Blaststone to consider. Yeah. So we've got 5 power.
Well,
Magic's great.
Okie doke.
Send in the idiots.
That's quite good. Oh, that's funny.
All right, and with the Blaststone in play, you definitely just pass the turn here.
Oh yeah, yep. Send it. Ship it. Oh, it's on 3. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what Suitor hit rips off the top here. They're gonna need some help though. That is not the help they're looking for. I think they're just dead now. They're gonna be dead rather quickly. Okay. Wow. Esper Hero flexing the muscles here.
Yep.
I'm actually quite shocked this game went this way.
I mean, I feel like outside of a big expansion explosion, the hero deck has a lot of the good tools to win this matchup, right? Like, I feel like the games that hero probably loses, it gets punked out. And
yeah,
like,
D-Spark Teferi is really nice.
that's not good enough, right?
I mean, it's just not. Yeah.
I feel like Sudipur probably should have killed this Atris.
Yeah, like you go for this on like the Atris for like a small amount, but like that's not 4, 7. You gotta hope to hit Uro.
Yeah,
Gain some life.
What are Sudipur's outs here? They have sweepers in their main deck.
They can. Oh, they have Storm's Wrath in their main deck.
Yeah, we've got how many of those?
Uno.
One Storm's Wrath.
1 Uro, that's gone already, right?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, their respect for aggro game 1 is super low.
Yeah, they can hit Scorching Dragonfire, I guess. It's like something they could hit here. They have to do this for a pretty low amount, though. Like, they have to leave like 4 mana available, I believe. And see what they end up on here. This is for 4?
Yeah, it looks like it's for 4. They've got
okay.
8 mana. 8 mana tapped with 4 up.
How does Dire Tactics read? They don't. Yeah.
It exiles a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember the explosion has 2 targets. So
right,
if you
has
kill the
2
creature,
targets.
they still draw. Yep.
Yeah. I was wondering if they could make an extra person here to play around like a cover removal spell. Well, it doesn't do anything, right?
That doesn't do it. Shark Typhoon.
Yeah, so he gets to block 1.
Does not. Yeah. Atris has menace.
Yep.
Looks like we're going to game 2. All right. What
Wow.
do we got in the sideboard? So I expect the Temur Rec player to get a lot more interactive post board. We're going to see the Shocks, the Dragonfires, the Flame Sweeps come in for sure.
Yeah, they're going to need all that stuff.
We see our Esper Hero player just like bringing in a ton of board cards. Oh, do you see what just happened here? Look at what they're doing. They're cutting Hero.
I think that's totally reasonable against Dragonfire and Flame Sweeps.
Yeah, I love it. That's great.
Yeah, and like it's some weird cat and mouse game, but
yeah, we just like brought in discard spells and vetoes. We're gonna like grind them out with Atrises and Ashioks and stuff.
Yeah,
interesting.
Kaya is also like a reasonable one.
Yeah, they're just turning into Esper control basically.
Yeah,
neat.
Check out the Temur Rec sideboard though. They haven't brought in the sweeps.
They're bringing in the Shocks and the Dragonfires. Yeah, I mean honestly, not bringing in the sweeps if you expect to just like be able to kill them on sight doesn't seem unreasonable.
It's fine. Man, it's weird.
Yeah, strike up balance here. Looks like we're like trimming around the edges trying to find our last few slots.
Yeah, just trying to see what makes the most sense. I liked what this Esper Hero deck has to offer as far as like it's not necessarily transformative sideboard, but they definitely get to go bigger or lower, which depending on what their role is in the matchup. And I think we've mentioned it several times today. Role assessment is pretty vital, and Coco looks like they've done a good job assessing what's going on here.
It's an interesting keep. You got a Scryland, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Again, the games are going to slow down pretty considerably, so I think it's fine.
Just like we drew it up, Matthew.
Yeah, I mean,
just like we drew it up.
Easy peasy.
Never doubt. I apologize, Coco Bay, for being a non-believer.
Just easy peasy. All right. And it's kind of funny. We mentioned like you bring in like the Storm's Wrath and this Dragonfire. It's like, all right, we have no targets right now. Like,
well, something that's interesting about the Storm's Wrath too is like Storm's Wrath does clean up Planeswalkers mentioned a couple of times, right, throughout the course of the broadcast. So like it does kill Tefris and stuff like that.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Boy, that's a beating. Cards are so good.
I guess we're just like playing cat and mouse with the D-Spark.
Yep, I think that's it.
I hope the Shark goes the distance.
There's zero chance, sir. There is a Teferi time raffle.
Ah, it's going ball speed. I mean, like, we found expansion explosion here, so like we might see the
Yeah.
old thought erasure reverser. I was kind of surprised to not see thought erasure last turn, if I'm being honest.
Wow, again? Just like stick Tef again with this. Man, oh man.
We just let it resolve. Okay, sure. We just want to chemist's insight and draw some cards here then.
I think so. Oh man, this is hard.
You
Yeah, I
like
think you
kind
have
of
to.
want a second blue source, but you also just like don't want an eighth land if you're on Coco Bay's side.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's some real cards in hand now. They need lands. There's a one. This is such a funny cat and mouse game. It's quite interesting. Suitor's got this reclamation just hanging out. Doesn't have enough quite yet for negate plus reclamation, but like, and they've been very patient, so I would be surprised if they went for it.
Yeah, kind of expecting them to just like pass with the negate slash chemist's insight slash growth spiral up. They have a lot of options not using their mana here. Yeah. Look at that. We found the eighth land anyways.
Yeah.
So we're paying 2 life. So like bluffing a counterspell here.
Yeah, I think that's the
I think
best.
you're pot committed to negating it though, right?
You don't have a choice. I mean, if this resolves, like, you're in pretty bad shape. And if they counter it, that means shields are down. You get to stick reclamation. That's totally fine.
That's a good observation. Shocking in the third land plays around an opponent, a dispute out of Suitor.
Yep.
Alright, with the second rec, you just YOLO, right?
Yeah, you just jam it down. And like if they have a counter spell, you have an expansion to expand it.
Yeah, that's true too. So you
So-
technically have a counter.
Yep.
Yep. Goodbye, friend.
That's totally fine. I think that's the trade they're willing to make on the Team Rex side.
I would like to point out, Matthew, that the shark appears to be going the distance.
Is it going for speed?
It's going for speed. It's all alone in its time of need.
Jeez, come on. The cat and mouse game between Atris is just hilarious too. I love it.
Yep.
All right, well they got paid, and then they actually have a land here to go ahead and play this Kaya.
Okay. Yep. And Kaya's gonna go ahead and exile the shark, right?
Yeah, Shark's gone.
Nothing phases me. You beat me this time. Bravo.
So, goodbye, Shark.
Okay, so we get to see shock this land in, and then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So we get to
10.
draw 6 here.
Yep, draw 6. Get rid of the Kaya.
And these are the games where I feel like Team Arek is unbeatable, right? Like
Yeah.
You look at this, you're just like, all right, I just can't recover. I'm a mid-range deck. I have like an Elspeth Conqueror's Death left over. They have 6 cards in their hand. There's 7 cards in their hand.
Yeah, you stare them down. It's like you just don't have enough pressure to beat them down. I feel like I know there's Dragonfires and Shocks, but man, I think you got to have the heroes in. Just like hope.
Yeah, it's interesting. When you said at the start of the thing you thought Coco Bay identified their role properly, I wasn't sure if I was with you on that because the role that the way they boarded their role says, I want this game to go long and I'm gonna beat you going long.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I feel like that's not the case. I don't know. Coco Bay almost assuredly has more experience in the matchup than we do, so.
This one's over. I'm wondering why they went for such a smaller explosion. Maybe just like try and find the negate or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't know about the Conqueror's Death, I guess. And like Spectral Sailor here, just like wonderful little dork with the wonderful ability. Gets to sit here and just like draw an endless stream of cards if they want to. The world is Sudabur's oyster at this point.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised to see land number 8 come into play tap there.
Yeah.
See the bottom on here? Yeah, I think you need a bottom. I think they just need something that like actually impacts the board.
Yeah, you need like Teferi at this point.
Interesting. Not sure it really matters. I think most. Oh, this is their plan. This is why they put the land to play tap. They're gonna do 4 mana thing plus cycle triumph. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Okay. Get to draw a million cards with Sailor. Goodness. Yeah, this one's toasted.
All right. So what is this? What is this conqueror getting back? Atris. I'm gonna like. Please, Atris, please. I need a miracle.
Yeah, you need. I don't even know what the miracle is at this point.
It starts with dire tactics, right? Just 3 dire tactics on top here.
Yep, that'd be good.
Hey, look, that's like 2 dire tactics.
Suppose it is. Gotta split them up.
Yep.
All right. I don't think
Don't you dare put both spells face down. Okay. All right. I was about to be concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're in very good shape at all, but.
So your Morse, yep.
Yep. So they get to take this Storm's Wrath.
Do you? I think you take the Chemist's Insight, right?
Oh, the insight from the graveyard. Yeah, yeah. I think you almost have. You have to at this point.
Huh. Yeah, I think I would have taken the Chemist's Insight.
Yeah, there's no real. It's like I don't know.
I hope they draw a negate. Love this Chemist's Insight.
They have a couple looks at it.
Sure, deal. Yep. Woof, woof, woof.
Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
All right, there's the pupper. I think we're gonna be heading to the next match here pretty soon.
Yep.
Or next game, sorry. Game 3
yeah.
of this match.
Yeah. Serve up Atris. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, this one was weird.
Yeah, this game felt like a good example of you can't just have endless disruption. You have to have a way to actually close the game out. Like,
yeah.
Coco Bay had so much disruption, and it just didn't matter because eventually Banished Explosion came off the top and the game ended.
Yep.
I wonder if we'll see Coco Bay go back and put the heroes back in, or if they're confident in this like threat light plan.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, get Sharknado. Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, all right, they're set. Like I said, I would be surprised if they haven't played this matchup a few times before and don't have a plan that they like. So, interested to see if they can make this threat light configuration work in their next game here.
You know, just like looking at the deck right now for Shooter, there's only 3. Like, there's 1 Shock, 2 Dragonfires. So now they're starting to board in. It looks like 2 Shock, 2 Dragonfires, and a Storm's Wrath. So like that's all they have to clean up these heroes.
I like the Team Erect player bringing in a little bit more interaction on the draw because if I was a Team Erect player, I would not assume they're boarding out hero.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'd assume that that's a threat that they're keeping in.
Yeah, there's no way. I would assume that was the case. It's been a good match. I like this one. There's good back and forth and reassessing what's going on. Man, that's
easy.
So tough.
Easy mulligan up top, easy keep on bottom.
Yeah. All right.
Serviceable 6.
Yeah, it's about as good as it's gonna get. Yep. All right.
And again, here we've got 4 pieces of disruption and nothing that actually ends the game.
Right. That's again.
So again, like they seemed confident. They didn't even think about the heroes. So I'm interested to see if Coco Bay can convert this into a win, because like this is like all the cards you want in this matchup, right? Outside of pressure.
You just like jam threat into threat here, right? Like you have to just kind of go for it.
Yeah, I think you're on the. No, we're not on the YOLO plan. Okay. I mean, I guess if Sudabur's aggressive here and they go growth spiral and then try to stick the reclamation, you get to despark them and like be pretty happy with your choice.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like, what's it called? Coco Bay does not have Mystical Dispute up, so we might see them get aggressive here. Although Sudabur was pretty patient in the previous games.
Yeah, the game went longer, and I think they're probably down to do that same type of play here. Wow. So now you have this Kaya. Do you just like slam this because it doesn't get disputed?
I have so many Tefris. Yeah, I don't know. Or just like passing. Yeah, okay. Both players just super content here to wait around.
I can never play this game ever again.
I don't know, man. And like I feel like this is good for Sudapur.
Yeah. So like here's the thing. Like if Suitor goes for this reclamation with a dispute up, they get disputed back. And so like those are the spells in stack. Then they get desparked. Like they'd be in trouble in my opinion.
Yep.
Wow. And now we're gonna go for it? Like what's the difference between this turn and last turn?
You're just a land drop now?
I guess.
And now like you get to dispute this, and then next turn you get to play Reclamation with Dispute up, but they don't have any 1-mana counterspells anyway, so like your Reclamation is just gonna resolve.
Yeah, I mean that's you fire back into him here? No, let it go.
I think the Spectral Sailor is actually like a pretty great draw here.
That was excellent draw.
So like now you get to like Spectral and draw cards. You could also hold up Dispute. Like you have a lot of great choices here.
Yep.
You might even like float mana in response to your trigger and then do it in the turn. No, doesn't matter. Sure. So you get to dispute this.
Yeah, and they get to actually use the expansion part here to get him back, I think.
Really? Okay.
They let it
so
go.
we're gonna play this and just draw a card then?
Yeah, I say they're just like all in on the Spectral Sailor plane.
Yeah, it looks like it. Nightpack Ambusher complements that plan really well.
Man, that's great. Holy cow.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have fought over that D-Spark with the Expansion Explosion in my hand.
Yeah. Coco just missing on lands is really, really tough.
Yep. Kaya gets to stick a knife in Spectral Sailor, but then Nightpack Ambusher cleans up their Planeswalker.
Yep.
Really? Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I mean, the Spectral Sailor is going to get to draw another card here.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out, Matthew? Who?
This is...
Who?
This is such a beating.
Fifth land coming at a decent time here because you get to Teferi, they Nightpack, and then you get to Dire Tactics something here.
Yeah.
So you get to like Dire Tactics the Nightpack and like bounce the Sailor, or vice versa, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, Sailor just comes back down, right?
Well, the Sailor can't come back down until next turn.
Right, because of Tef. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you gotta go and do it. I mean, it doesn't feel great, but you gotta dig to something that, like, you have to dig to a card that does something. They just don't have any right now.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, okay, so this actually kind of surprises me, too. I feel like I would just, like, draw 3 and kill this Teferi.
Yeah, wow.
And, like, now, yeah, this seems, like, really good for Coco Bay.
Big swing. Yeah, it's a huge swing. That's 2 ambushers down.
And now, like, you can't really Expansion Explosion because of
Holy
dispute
crap.
potential. But again, Coco Bay just doesn't have any pressure.
What's in the bin? Is there? Oh, there's an what's the Orzhov lady's name?
Etris, yeah.
There's a Kaya in the bin.
Oh, Kaya. Yeah, Kaya's a way to win the game eventually, I suppose.
And Kai gets to deal with that. There's going to be some damage done by the Spectral Sailor, but wow. Yeah, this is huge.
Okay, Atros gets to get the clock rolling while holding up a veto.
I mean, this is big. Coco's turning the corner really quickly here. And they have Dovin's veto.
I believe this was 3 lands, is what we're about to see here.
And that's totally fine. Yeah, Coco's bringing back Kaya next turn and going to get rid of the Sailor. It's going to draw a couple, at least one card here. But gosh, another dispute. Yeah, Coco's actually in really good shape here.
Here's another threat too.
Yeah, like another threat. Gosh, Kaya gets to come back, gets to exile the Sailor.
You just stick the Sailor here.
You got to. That's the card. The only way they get back in the game is with cards from this.
Yeah, like I said, I was surprised the heroes didn't come out here, but Coco really kind of putting on a clinic with their Esper Hero deck.
Yep, Garbage is big.
And you totally just pop this off, right? Because like even if their last card's a blank, you get to like take the Chemister's Insight.
Exactly. And
you get to draw. You get to draw step it.
Oh, that's such a beating.
I forgot about it. It's been so long since this happened to me. I forgot. This is just everywhere. It's just no good.
What a massacre. Yeah, you just take the Insight here.
So long.
Either one is.
Oh yeah, because the Kaya got the Insight with the.
Yeah. It's a massacre, man.
Oh no! Wait, the Kaya not get the Insight. Oh, Kaya down tick this turn, right?
Yeah, had to kill Sailor. Yep. And now, like, yeah, it's just this game's done. I feel like this game's over with.
Agree. Big agree.
Wow, what a crazy turn.
Draw step the Remorse again.
Jeez. Yeah, get the Hammer for 5. Remorse them again, and they're draw step.
Oh, this is a big deal. This is a big deal.
Okay.
We get to draw a card. I guess, is it a big deal? Because like there's just it just doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't. I'm wrong. There's a Teferi he's just gonna bounce the shark.
Yeah.
Like they could cycle it. It's just like it's just actually irrelevant.
Cycle, bounce, play another one. It's like, all right, ho hum.
Matt,
take whatever you draw.
I don't know how to feel. Is the Esper Hero player the good guy here or the bad guy?
I think they're the good guy, but it's unclear.
It's unclear. I'm not sure. My emotions, like I feel like I'm rooting for them, so I think they're the hero of the story.
Yeah. Eat that one. How about that? We won't even give up our test.
Draw step discard versus they're the anti-hero like Vegeta. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Nice negate.
Yeah,
Man.
Wow, that was a good set overall. I feel like we
very
saw some of the strengths of the hero deck there for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting back and forth. We both were like wrong a million times, obviously, and it ended up going the Esper Hero direction. Good match, very good match.
All right, let's see if we can grab some of the matches that are still going on here.
Those the early plays with like the D-Spark versus the Mystical Disputes was somewhat like the better counterplay I've watched.
Yeah, I agree. The real tipping point, one of those games of the turn where they played around the dispute by waiting for them to Scorching Dragonfire in the first one was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. It was really well done.
All right, looks like a lot of our matches are finishing up. We're down to under 40 players now in the tournament, so I'm expecting a lot of these rounds of the turnover. This is the part where we start banging these out real quick here. Again, you can follow all the tournament standings there.
Yeah, that link I just posted, the Esper Hero